Hello, everybody! This really too coming at you with my review of the complete manga of Fruits Basket. Now, I normally do series reviews, episode reviews. I don't do very manga reviews, but I'm trying to get into this now and do a little more. And I gotta say, this is one of my favorite mangas I have ever read. And one thing that defines, in my book, a very favorite manga is the moment you finish or complete it. You don't just get that feeling of, oh, I've completed it, what wonderful completion feeling, ending the story, but you also get this feeling that you kind of want to go back and reread it no matter how long the entire series is. So, this is a series about loss. It's a series about alienation and a series about love. And yes, it is a shoujo, but it's different from most shoujos I have read. So this is a series about Toru Honda. Um, and she had just lost her mother, who was her only parent. She's not comfortable moving in with her extended family, her grandfather and everything, so she's out living in a tent in the woods on these grounds. And one day she descends from the mountains and comes across this house. And it is a Soma house. And the Somas are these rich family members. And one of the members in the house is Yuki Soma. And Yuki is this boy in her class that all the girls adore. They call him the prince. And she ends up being taken into this house, which consists at the time of Yuki Soma, Kyo Soma, and Shiguri Soma. And this family turns out to be cursed, with a curse where if they get hugged or get highly stressed, they turn into the 12 animals of the zodiac, of the Chinese zodiac, plus the cat. And basically, as Toru comes to know this family and their curse, you get deeper because you even have Kyo, who's the cat, and even though he is cursed like the rest of them, he's in a different league himself. He has to wear these bands, these beads around his wrist, and if he takes them off, he transforms even further into this even more grotesque form. And the reason he kind of exists is so that the family, even though that they get the feeling, yes, we're cursed, we're screwed, but guess what? This guy is even worse off. So we can feel better about ourselves because he's even worse than we are. So, and that's part of the alienation. And Yuki and Kyo are these two main male characters throughout the series who interact with Toru. Yuki, they hate each other, yet at the same time admire each other because Yuki wants to be like Kyo. Kyo, everybody flocks to. He can interact with them with no problem. And Kyo is outside the family. Yuki wants that. He doesn't want to be on the inner area of the family. He wants to be able to escape and be on the outside. Well, Kyo, on the other side, he wants to be accepted by the family. He wants to be part of this inner circle that he's always kept out of. So, as Toru goes through this, she meets the other 12 members of the Zodiac one by one and comes with different interactions with them. And in this process, she also meets Akito, who is the head of the household. Akito holds a dark secret of how Akito is the head of the household. Why the Zodiac members, no matter how much they hate Akito, no matter how much Akito hurts them, abuses them, destroys them, they are drawn to this relationship with the inter-god Okito. And we have all this stuff that goes throughout this series with interactions. And the one thing towards the end that Toru wants to do is free the members of the family of their curse, of this horrible bond, as you can speak, that ties them all together, that ties them to Akito. And at the same time, as things are falling apart towards the end, as the bonds are breaking, Akito is falling apart even more because Akito does not want this bond to break. Akito, growing up, was told, this is your bond, this is your love. You were born to be loved by the members of the Zodiac. So this is a dark series. It is a good series. Anyone who has felt alienated, anyone who has felt distraught or destroyed or everything, bingo. So this is a good series. It was a very strong series. I'm only covering a basis of what happens because this is a 23-volume series. So the basic stuff I talked about spans everything. You've got Toru's friends who support her. You've got the members of the Zodiac who are some closer to Toru's than others. And you've got the answer of who might Toru end up with. Will it be Yuki or Kyo? And I enjoyed the ending of who Toru ended up with. And the one who didn't end up with Toru got someone in the end themselves. So this is a wonderful series. You find the further you go in, the further you find the ties and bonds between all the characters introduced strongly in the series, how much deeper and tighter they are woven together in the storyline. So characters you thought were just basically there, attached this way, will be deeper woven later on. So I highly recommend this series. This is a must. In my book, if you want to read a good manga, doesn't matter shoujo or shonen, just a good manga, really good, very well written, very great characters, I highly recommend Fruits Basket. Thus, this is the old boy 82 saying, if you like this video, please click like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. This is your 82 signing out.